Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon, guys. I feel you can hear me loud and clear. How are you doing today? How's trading this week? How's been trading? I hope you made some good profits this week. I believe you guys can hear me now. Hear me now, right? Sorry for the noise in the background. Can you hear me? So how's been trading this week? Can you see my screen? Oh wow. Dollar has crashed. Dollar has crashed. How's it doing this week? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Drop a comment if you can hear me. How's been trading this week? So if there's any pair you want me to analyze, please let me know in the comment section. If there's any pair you want me to analyze, let me know in the comment section. You all are welcome. So we're currently viewing the US dollar index. I think a major news has been released. Let's see. I think this should be positive for the dollar, and that could be the reason dollar is selling at the moment. Okay, let's see. Core PC data has been released. I think it's positive, and that could be the reason dollar is. Can you see that? Can you see that? The forecast was 0.1%, and the actual data is 0.2%. So I think that's the reason dollar is bearish. Dollar is bearish at the moment because of this data. You can see. Okay. Bearish dollar. Bearish dollar. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So if there's anything you want me to analyze, please let me know in the comment section. What pair do you want me to analyze? Let me know in the comment section. So let's start with GU. I think technically dollar is bullish. Technically, I think the dollar is bullish technically. So let's see how traders will react to this news. Okay, let's see how traders will react to this news. Now, what I see playing out on dollar at the moment is could be this sell is just to sweep liquidity. Okay, that is what I see playing out on dollar at the moment. sell, I think it's just to come sweep the liquidity residing at this previous low. Okay, so I would be buying the dollar if the current 1 hour candle closes above this zone. You can see this zone I identified. Can you see this zone? This fair value gap at this point. Okay, so if 1 hour candle closes above this zone, I would buy the dollar. If it closes above this zone, I would buy the dollar. This drop is as a result of the major news that was released, which was positive for the dollar. So if price closes above this zone, because my bias, the dollar today is bullish, technically is bullish. So I would have to wait for a bullish candle to close above this zone before I will buy the dollar. That's my take for the dollar. Let me see the daily. Let's see the daily time frame. Okay, so far today it's been bearish. Dollar has been bearish. It's been bearish. It's been bearish. They could also go for the liquidity residing at the low of yesterday. That could also be their target, and that's why I said for me to buy. The buy is not confirmed yet until a bullish candle closes above that zone. Okay, the buy is not confirmed yet until a bullish candle closes above that zone. You can see we have this relative equal low, which is an area of liquidity. Okay, so they might also want to go for the stop losses risk previous low. So let's see. So it's either 1 hour candle closes above this zone, or price drops to sweep liquidity residing at this previous low before going bullish. Those are the two scenarios that I feel will play out on the dollar. So wait for the right time and the right setup before you execute the trade. Okay? Can you all hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me know. What pair do you want me to analyze? Mr. Abu, good afternoon. Mr. Clement, afternoon. Mr. Debe, good afternoon. Ebuka, good afternoon. Which pair do you want me to analyze? So let's see GBP USD. Okay, let's look at yen basket before we look at currency pairs. Let's look at yen baskets. Let's look at yen baskets.
Okay. I didn't look at your face.
Yen. Okay. So let's start with the daily time frame. The yen, my bias for yen today is bullish. Okay, you can see yesterday candle closed bullish. What we had yesterday looks like an inverted hammer. After this bearish candle, the close of this bearish candle, yesterday candle closed as an inverted hammer, which indicates changing trend from bearish to bullish. So based on that, my bias for yen is bullish today. My bias for yen is bullish, and you can see what has played out on yen. The liquidity residing at the low of yesterday has been swept. Okay, they've swept the liquidity residing at the low of yesterday. Okay, they've swept the liquidity residing at the low of yesterday. This was the low of yesterday. It has been swept. And after price swept the liquidity, what pattern do we have on this? Is the daily 4-hour time frame. So this was the low of yesterday. This was the low. Liquidity got swept, and if you go down to 1 hour 15 minutes time frame, you would see that we had a bullish reversal pattern on 1 hour time frame. You can see the bullish pattern. We had lining top and an engulfing candle here, which indicates changing trend from bearish to bullish. And after the formation of this engulfing candle, you can see we had a fair value gap here. We had a fair value gap here, and I believe this pullback is to fill that fair value gap. You can see this fair value gap has been filled, and they also what they did here after the formation of this value gap, they know a lot of retail traders that have jumped into buy because we had an inverted hammer here and the stop losses will be at this previous low. So what they've done is to clear, sweep the liquidity. You can see that. So if 1 hour candle closes above this zone, that will be the right time to buy yen. Okay, if a 1 hour candle closes above this zone, you could look for buy yen. Okay, so that's what I see playing out on. So there's a high probability today they might clear. You can see this relative equal high or equal highs. Okay, it's an area of liquidity. What they've done, they've cleared sell side liquidity. They'll definitely go for buy side liquidity. So there's a high probability they will sweep the liquidity to the side at this previous high. And if they're able to achieve that today, they could push price up. There's a fair value gap here on 1 hour. Okay, there's a fair value gap here on 1 hour. So this could be the next draw on liquidity. If they're able to push price above this zone, then they will come for this high, this previous high that was here. That will be the next draw on liquidity. So that's my take on Mr. Amuda. Good afternoon. So that's my take on yen baskets. Okay, that's my take on yen baskets. Look for buys. Okay, it means on JPY pairs, you should be looking for sell opportunities on JPY pairs. Okay, on JPY pairs, you should be looking for sell opportunities. I hope that is clear. Okay. GBP USD. So GBP USD, I'm considering buying dollar, then I should look for sales on GBP USD. You can see GBP has been ranging since yesterday. Yesterday was 6th. It's around 11 a.m. Nigerian time, 11 a.m. Nigerian time. GBP USD has been ranging. It's been ranging, and I think what they are trying to do at the moment is to sweep liquidity, buy side liquidity before going bearish. You would agree with me that all these previous highs were areas of liquidity, you can see. So I think what they've done is to sweep that liquidity, and most likely they want to fill this fair value gap. So I see GBP USD selling. Okay, this is a sell. I see it selling. I think they've cleared buy side liquidity. They will definitely come for this sell side liquidity. That's what I see playing out on GU. Okay, clear the buy side liquidity. They could also go for this previous high. Okay, so if you're considering selling GBP USD, you want to wait for a bearish reversal pattern to form. A 1 hour candle should close below this zone. Okay, so the current 1 hour candle would close by 2 p.m. Nigerian time. Okay, this candle will close, so you wait for the next candle to close bearish before you sell. Okay, you only sell if the current candle closes bearish, but if it closes bullish, patiently wait for the next 1 hour candle, which will be by 3 p.m. Okay, before you take a sell trade. Okay, because they might want to push price up to suit the liquidity. You can see the pattern we have here. This is a spinning a shooting star and an engulfing candle, a bearish candle. So this indicates change in trend from bullish to bearish. And after the formation of this pattern here, I'm sure if you go down to 5 minutes or 15 minutes time frame, we would be able to identify a shift in market structure. Let's just see 15 minutes. We should be able to identify a shift in market structure on 15 minutes time frame. So on 15 minutes time frame, the shift in market structure occurred at this point. On 15 minutes time frame, shift in market structure you can see occurred at this point. Then after shift in market structure, you expect price to pull to premium. If you apply your Fibonacci from this swing high to this swing low, you can see price has pulled back to premium. You can see, so first attempt, second attempt, and this is the third attempt. So I believe all these highs it created at this point, okay, at this point was a trap. I see this as a trap for retail traders. You would agree with me that a lot of retail traders have executed sell after the formation. You can see we had an engulfing pattern here. We had hanging man with an engulfing pattern here. we had a doji, we had a star. So most retail traders would have executed. And where would they have their stop losses? Their stop losses will be residing at this previous highs. And you can see what they've done with the fundamentals. They've swept liquidity residing at those previous highs. They'll definitely come. You can see we have these lows here also that they might also want to sweep. Can you see this? So that's my take on. So if you want to sell GBP USD, wait for a bearish candle to close on 1 hour time frame before you take a sell. Okay, that's my take on GBP USD for New York session. Okay, so that's my take for GBP USD. Okay, good. Okay, before we look at good, I want us to look at let's look at EU. Let's look at EU, Euro USD. Okay, so Euro USD. Let's start with the daily time frame. So you can see today, so far the bulls have been in control. Okay, the plan will be to just come sweep the liquidity. That could be their plan. The liquidity residing at yesterday high. Probably they want to clear the liquidity there. Okay, but let's go down to 4 hour. After the close of yesterday candle, what pattern do we have on 4 hour? Let's see. So we had this on 4 hour yesterday. So they might come sweep the liquidity residing at this previous. And let's also confirm if there's a fair value gap at that area that they might want to fill. Let's just confirm. Let's go down to lower time frame. Let's go to 5 minutes. 1 hour. Okay, this is 1 hour. So on 1 hour, we had a fair value gap here. That gap has been filled. You can see we had a fair value gap here. That gap got filled at this point. And that was in London session. Let's see. What time is this? 3. This shut up. 3 minutes, please. Okay, it's updated. What time is this? 3 a.m. It can't be. Okay, so you can see at this point the fair value gap got filled at this. We had a spinning top and we had a shooting star. You can see, and a lot of retail traders that have executed sell. And where would they have their stop losses? Their stop losses will be residing at this previous time. So this could just be a sweep of liquidity. This could just be a sweep of liquidity. So if you want to sell, wait for 1 hour candle to close below this zone. If you want to sell, wait for 1 hour candle to close below this zone. Okay? Wait for one candle to close below this zone. They could also have the stop losses residing at this relative equal high. Okay? So it's either 1 hour candle closes below this zone for you to sell, or you wait for liquidity residing at this previous high to be swept before you take a sell trade. But at the moment, you cannot buy. Sorry, you cannot sell. You cannot sell because they might go for the stop losses. And also considering the fundamentals, the news is positive for the dollar. Okay, the news is positive, yeah, for the dollar. Sorry, is it positive or negative? Let's see. Okay, it's positive. It's positive for the dollar, so dollar should be bullish. Sorry, dollar should be bullish. Dollar should be bullish. It means Euro USD is supposed to be selling. Yeah, Euro USD is supposed to be selling. So the buy we're seeing in the market now could just be to sweep liquidities. Okay, it's supposed to be for the dollar. So should be looking for sales on GU, EU, AU, NU. So this buy, the buy we are seeing now could just be to sweep liquidity. Okay, I'm still pushing price up. Okay, so that's what I see. Wait for sweep liquidity before you sell. Okay, so let's see gold. Let's see gold. Okay, gold has been bearish since yesterday. Gold has been selling since yesterday. It's been bearish, and gold is still bearish. Remember, the news is positive for dollar, so gold is still bearish. Buying at the moment, it's very risky. It is still bearish, and I think gold is coming for this low. I think gold is coming for this low, this liquidity, this low. I think that's where gold is heading to. Okay, so gold is still very bearish. Selling gold from the current market price is very risky because the sell started yesterday. The sell started yesterday. So selling at this price is very risky. Okay, because see where you will be targeting as your TP. And if you're targeting this level as your TP, your stop loss will be at this level. So if you look at the risk reward, it's very poor. It's very poor. You either wait for price to pull back to hit this target, then you look for buy, or wait for a strong retracement on a 4-hour time frame. This was where I was considering selling gold. I knew gold was bearish, but I wanted to see price, okay, pull back to this fair value gap. And see, this was my plan for today. I wanted to see price pull back to fill this fair value gap before that gap didn't get filled, so I did on gold. Okay, so that was my take on gold. But you can see gold has been selling, no pullbacks at all. So that's still my take on gold. It's either price pulls back for me to sell, or I'll just do this trade on gold. Okay, so that's my take on gold. Is there any other instrument you want me to look at? Let me know. Any other instrument you want me to analyze? Let me know. Let me know. Is there any other thing you want me to analyze? So tonight by 9 p.m. we would have the session on risk and money management. Okay, by 9 p.m. tonight we'll have the session on risk and money management. So make it a priority to attend by 9 p.m. We'll have a session on risk and money management, so you don't want to miss that session. Okay. So it's appears there are no questions. BTC USD. Will it prove? Okay, let's look at BTC USD. BTC USD has been bullish for some days now. BTC USD has been bullish for some days now. Let's start with the daily time frame. Past few days, yeah, it's been bullish. So you can see what we have here. It's like a bearish reversal. This was yesterday candle shooting star. Okay, so if we go by that pattern, we should look for sales on BTC USD. You can see this fair value gap. BTC USD might come fill this fair value gap. Okay, it might come fill this fair value gap. Let's see. I'm sure a fair value gap was created after the formation of the shooting star. Okay, let's see on 1 hour. And I think price has filled that fair value. You can see the fair value gap is created. Okay, you see this fair value gap? This gap has been filled. So BTC is bearish at the moment. Until this fair value gap is broken, or you call it your resistance level, BTC is bearish. It's likely going to come and fill this liquidity void. That's my take on BTC USD. If price breaks out from this resistance zone, we could look for highs on BTC USD. Is that clear? So that's my take on BTC USD. Any other question? Any question? If you have any question, let me know. So it appears there are no more questions. So guys, let's meet tonight by 9 p.m. Let's meet tonight by 9 p.m. The link will be dropped in the various social platforms. Okay. Thank you all for your participation. See you later.